Hi, hello, this is Yoga Priya, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics. So today we are discuss about microprocessor I/O modes of 8255. Yes, operating of ports. The operating of ports, there are two types. The first one I/O mode, input output mode, and then BSR mode. BSR mode is a bit set mode. I/O modes of 8255. I/O input output modes. There are three types of modes. The first one, mode 0, mode 1, and mode 2. And then mode 0, mode 1, mode 2. Mode 0 is a simple I/O port, and then mode 1 is a handshake I/O port, and then mode 2 is a bidirectional input output port. Mode 0. In this mode, all the ports can be programmed either as input or output port. In mode 0, the output are hatched and the input are not latched. The ports do not have handshake or interrupt capability. The ports in mode 0 can be used interface dip switches and then hexa keyboard and LEDs and 7 segment displays to the processor. So, some examples of mode 0 is a hexa keyboards and LEDs and 7 segment displacement to the processors. So, these are the mode 0's examples. And the next mode 1. In this mode, only the port A and port B can be programmed, either input or output port. In either input or output port in mode 1, handshake signals are exchanged between the processor and the peripheral prior to the data transfers. The port C pins are used for a handshake signals and input and output data are latched. Interrupt driven data transfer scheme is possible. And then port A is a P A1 and A2 A3 something, and then etc. And then port B pins are port PB1 PB2 etc. And port C pins are PC1 PC02 PC123 something etc. And the next mode is mode 2. In this mode, the port will be bidirectional port. Bidirectional means each directions will be flow, and the processor can perform both read and write operations. So bidirectional means the mode is process in bidirectional read and write operations. So and then both read and write operations with an IO devices connected to a port in mode 2. So IO port means input output ports is connected to a port in a mode 2, and then only port A can be programmed to work in mode 2. So in this program, only port A can program will be work in this mode. And then 5 pins of port C are used for a handshake signals. The 5 pins are used to handshake signals in this mode too. And then this mode is used premium primarily is applications such the data is transferred between two computers or floppy disk controller interfaces. Yes, the next, the 8255 has a two control modes. The first one IO modes, set control mode MSV, and then second one BSR mode is a bit set mode. The D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, D7. So D0 port is a port C, lower port. It included input and outputs, one for the input and 0 for the output. And the D1 is a port B pin, 1 is a input, 0 is a output. And then D2 pins, D2 is a mode 0 and mode 1 is included in this mode. And then D3 is a port C upper, using the input number is 1, the output number is 0. And then d4 is a port A pin, it included in the input number 1 and the output number is 0. So and then d5 and d6 is a mode of port A pins are included. The modes included is mode 0, mode 1 and mode 2. There, in these modes there are divided to the two groups, group A and group B. Group A is D3 to D7 group is a group B, group A, and then D0 to D2 is a group B. Thank you for watching.